Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy New Year. Is it still?
Happy New Year.
I mean, it's
Merry
definitely
Christmas.
into February, but it's Merry
Almost
Christmas.
happy Valentine's Day. No, let's not talk about Valentine's Day, guys.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Hey, number 10. We have worked our way to this. We're very excited about the 10th.
Double figures.
10th episode. Yeah, we've made it.
Yeah.
We've taken our time.
And we're celebrating with Vietnamese iced coffee, which I don't know about you, but I'm trying for the first time. I don't know how many about it. It's so good.
It's sugar with a little bit of coffee added.
A tiny bit of coffee.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, let's make this a short and sweet one.
Yes.
I want to talk about some apples. How you like them apples?
How do you like them apples? Well, I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out very, very soon.
Yeah, apples from New Zealand, which are so special you can't eat them in New Zealand.
Oh, God. Okay. We love pasta. I love pasta. You love pasta. There's a new kind of pasta that I'm not too sure about at all. It's a little bit gross.
Mm-hmm. The colour just doesn't make sense.
The colour. Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It's repulsive.
Speaking of things that don't make sense, look, it's a little bit of an old story, but it came into my world this week, and it's about scobi, which is a weird word, isn't it?
Yeah. And you just reminded me before, you're like, oh, I'm doing the scobi story today. And I was like, what on earth is a scobi story? I can't remember.
The yucky thing that grows on kombucha.
Yes, that's right. Yuck. And even just the name sounds revolting. What does not sound revolting? Queen Bee.
We love it. How are we putting Beyonce into
I know, Beyonce into food chat.
podcast?
I
Yep.
never thought we'd be able to. And finally, we have a reason
Oh
to.
my God, episode 10 is my favourite already.
Already. Let's do it.
Let's start with some apples, shall we?
Why not?
How you like them apples? So there are heaps of types of apples, and if I was a good journalist, I would have researched something.
Granny Smith.
Yep.
Pink Lady.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Apples. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And others. Royal
And
Gala.
probably others.
Yep. We could be here all day. But they've created a brand newie in New Zealand over the past, years they've been creating this. But have a look. It is very special because it has red
it looks like
flesh. It's
Oh,
genetically
yeah.
modified, so the inside is the same colour as the outside.
Look, I'm not going to say what it looks like, actually. It looks like that, and it also kind of looks like a peach
plum?
or a plum. Yeah, a plum.
A bum? What are you
No.
seeing there?
No, well, do you I mean, you're close when you're saying a bum, but I'm not going to. Yeah, that's what
okay,
it looks like. Or a plum.
No, the most interesting...
Either or.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, God,
I
no,
see
I'm
it now.
distracted.
I see it
You
now.
can't unsee it
I
once
can't
you've seen
unsee it. No, the crazy thing was, so they've created this brand new apple, and it was created by like the plant and food researchers, scientists. I don't know, scientists put it together.
Them guys.
But there's these rules in New Zealand to protect their native flora and fauna. Like, what do we call it?
Whatever's what one.
What is that thing?
Flora.
What's the concept called when you can't bring food into the state, etc.?
Oh, like,
You know when you go to the airport and they're like,
yeah, quarantine
quarantine
laws.
is the
Like,
word
yeah.
I didn't write down and I was thinking of. So with all
We're
these,
so good at this.
obviously New Zealand is like home to some pretty amazing things and
Yeah.
protecting it from quarantine. So part of the process to create this meant that the scientists couldn't actually eat the apple in New Zealand.
So they created it there, but they couldn't actually try it.
Yeah.
there.
So eating it was banned. So they had to be moved overseas for them to taste. So they were triple bagged from the protection of this greenhouse they grew them in. And then they sent them to the US, to San Francisco, where a tasting panel of 50 people were the first to try it.
You're kidding. All of that for an apple.
And
Like,
then,
it's not worth it. Apples are okay, but they're a bit meh.
and
as
then
a
I
fruit.
think they ended up saying like, oh, we have to work on it. Like the flesh ended up being too soft or something. So they have to
Yuck.
like do it again and then just send them on over
that's
again.
such a waste of time.
It's
Surely we've got
crazy.
enough apples as it is.
Well,
And like
they're-
I said, they're not, I don't know about you, for me, they're not really an exciting fruit. They're just a bit of a quickly grab an apple because it's that, like,
They
it's
make me
easy
feel
to-
more hungry.
Do they?
Yep. I don't know if
Wow.
there's. I wish I had like a Dr. Carr in my life to be like, why?
It's like the opposite of an appetite suppressant.
Yeah, it's
or
like
something.
an appetite increasant.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. No, I think that sounds like a waste of money.
No, but I'm waiting for
me.
the name. They reckon it's kind of like a royal gala.
Okay.
And they ate them blindfolded. But yeah, so weird that they had to eat them overseas. I mean, as if they didn't like have a little sneaky.
And even just in their little greenhouse thing, wherever they're growing them,
Little
like they're
sneaky-
already in there.
Sneaky crunch.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, yeah, we didn't try them. I
what's
wonder what they taste like,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, no idea.
What? The flesh is soft? I had no.
Oh, it's red inside.
I had no idea, guys.
And fly back to New Zealand. Gosh, what a waste.
But what a great excuse to get a free trip to the US.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we should definitely look into it. It's a waste, but we should do it. Okay, so I've been a bit like baby brain recently.
Are you pregnant?
Well,
Oh my God!
No, I'm not pregnant. No, but I've been finally. I'm expecting a niece. Actually, this weekend I'm expecting a niece. So this is timed out really well.
You've got baby brain.
And I've got baby
For
brain.
your sister's
I'm getting
behalf.
so excited. I've never been like a clucky person in my life. I've always been like, ooh, kids,
And you
sticky
haven't
hands.
even,
They've
like-
always been a bit gross.
You haven't even held her yet.
I haven't even held her. And I'm a little bit obsessed. I'm like, I want one. I just want one. So I was like specifically looking as well for baby food news.
Did you Google
As you do.
baby food news?
Baby food news. That's exactly what I did. Wikipedia. Everything's there.
What did you find?
I actually found the best thing ever, and I'm so sad that my sister hasn't been able to use this concept for herself. We know about these gender reveals that they're doing. Yeah,
People
there's
love a
been all
gender
sorts.
reveal.
I know. Remember that like really bogan Adelaide one recently, and it was someone doing burnouts.
Yes,
and it
then-
was like pink smoke. It's like, congrats, you're having a little
Oh,
girl.
Yep, that's up there with the worst I've seen.
That
There's
was
balloons.
pretty bad.
I saw Snooki do one where the kid, they threw a baseball and then he hit it and then it exploded into a colour. Look, people
Oh, that's kind of cool.
yeah.
I like
yeah.
that. It's fun.
It's
But they're
fun.
all a bit like, there's something a little bit tacky about all of them.
Yeah.
They kind of always are if you're doing a gender reveal. Like,
Yeah.
good, it's fun. It's good fun. But they're always a bit tacky.
Yeah.
Well, this one is tasteless. It's pretty gross. So, lasagna gender reveals are a
What
thing.
even is that, you may be asking?
You may be asking that. So it's literally just, I guess you bake or you order these full, like a proper lasagna, and you cut into it and you pull out a slice and it's either this repulsive blue colour, like the actual pasta and the cheese stuff like
think-
in between.
I reckon they must dye the bechamel sauce because bechamel
what it
is
looks
white
like.
and they're like,
Yeah.
genius. Let's just put some blue or pink in.
Oh, yuck. And the photos you've probably seen the same photos as me. It's a little bit
doesn't-
chunky. It looks like blue, like off ricotta.
Doesn't look good.
It looks so gross. And even like it's just this big mush of blue or pink. I don't know which would be worse.
Is it because someone doesn't like cake? Did someone who go, I don't like cake, what else could I
I don't know.
food reveal my baby with?
Like how, I mean, it's something I would do for sure. I would definitely find some way to reveal it in food,
Can
something I
you
can eat.
Please make your sister, because she just announced, she already knows the sex of her baby,
Yeah,
doesn't she?
yeah.
Like, it's public knowledge.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not about to just tell everyone.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
so
yeah.
she's having a little girl.
She's having a little girl.
When you go meet her for the first time, can you go
Give
take
her
a pink lasagna?
Like, I know it's late. I know we already know the gender. But surprise!
Happy birthday.
Exactly. Yuck. And then it looks gross. Like it's just gone mouldy. Anyway, has it gone too far? Gender reveal.
Yeah, I think
Doing lasagna.
I reckon that is a good sign that they should stop, people. They should stop.
Like there gets to a point, I think, where it's like, oh, we're trying to be creative, and then it's like, no, now we've just crossed the line to. Like, there's not even a word for it. There's just sound.
Seriously, the
Google the
blue
pictures.
the blue lasagna is
Foul.
the
Gross.
worst.
Yuck. Would still eat it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Of course we would.
You just-
I don't want to waste pasta. All right, let's talk about scobi,
What's worse than coloured lasagna? Scobi.
which is only foul after you've seen a scobi. And the word is pretty gross as
A
well.
scobi.
Because it sounds like scab, really. That's-
Maybe this is the baby brain as well, but it's like, oh, the baby's just done a scobi. You can take it. Like, it just sounds gross.
So it's the product of kombucha. He rises. I've never made kombucha myself. I'm not that dedicated. If I make dinner twice a week, I'm proud of myself.
Hey, and that's good.
But like it's the stuff that rises to the top of the kombucha when you make it yourself, right? And usually, I don't even know what you do. Do you usually eat it? I don't know
think
what
so.
you do with the SCOBY. I don't know.
I don't know what you do with the SCOBY. That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
But some
gross.
student, and this is from a student from last year, a Year 12 student in 2018, eastern states of Australia, decided to do something with a SCOBY.
Yes, and
because she made a kombucha mixture. Apparently, she made it in her bathtub for 10 weeks.
Are we sure it was SCOBY that was rising to the top? Like, ooh.
No, so for 10 weeks she was making this kombucha mixture so she could get all this SCOBY and collect it for her art project for Year 12.
Of course.
And it's paid off because she's ended up being invited to the London College of Fashion.
Oh, wow.
So that's the end product here.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Because she turned all that SCOBY, all that product,
All the product.
into a jacket. She made a jacket out of.
Oh, wow. Actually, pass that here. That's quite
It actually looks great.
impressive. I thought it was going to be like a gross. You know, when they always make fashion out of food and other crap like that, and it actually looks terrible. But this is like it just
looks like a
like
clear plastic.
Yeah, like when that was a trendy thing to wear, like clear. No, wait, it wasn't trendy. But when either way,
they
Zara
tried-
would just start releasing like clear pants.
Yeah.
and stuff.
So she went. I don't know how she's managed to do
Wow.
this, but she was mixing like green tea, sugar, water, apple cider vinegar in the bathtub, and
Yes, you do.
the kombucha SCOBY would be created, like covers a blanket, and then she left it for 10 weeks, and then she dried it out. And then she made a material out of it. And then from that material, she's made this jacket. And then she's been invited to this prestigious college of fashion.
Wow, it's saying here that Jimmy Choo was one of the
People that
Jimmy
said
Choo,
bravo.
William Tempest. Yeah, that's amazing.
And then she said, she had a bit leftover SCOBY, so she made a biodegradable shopping bag. So, the best thing about it.
That's in the picture as well, I think.
it's biodegradable, right? So, I mean, this is
Yes.
great. I mean, I don't know if she says anything about the smell, considering.
Yuck. Yeah, because what actually is kombucha like a...
Well, mostly, I think
I don't know
she
what
was
kind
saying
of
here
product
that
is
she
that?
made it from like apple cider vinegar and the sugar and the green tea and the water. So the vinegar had quite a big stench about it. But I like here because we were talking about this around dinner one night. Which, like a friend of mine brought this to my
great
attention.
dinner table chat.
Yeah, my friends brought it to my attention this week because school went back in Australia. So we started talking about last year and this girl, and we were like, "What happens when?" So she dried out this SCOBY to create the material. What happens when it gets
Scabs.
wet?
Oh, yeah.
And the answer we found later on in this article that we were reading, and she says the only drawback to wearing it. So imagine this: you're out to dinner, you meet a guy, you're wearing your fancy new clear jacket you found from Zara, apparently. 'Cause they love a clear.
They sell the clear stuff.
And then you're walking home, and then it starts raining. Apparently, in the rain, it would blow up to look like kombucha SCOBY again.
Ooh, so it'd just be like dripping off you as like a
big lumpy mass.
Oh, how embarrassing. Don't mind me. This is just my SCOBY jacket. Way to ruin the mood. Ooh.
But look, they're looking at ways to make that not a thing. Because essentially it's a beautiful idea.
Waterproof it?
Yeah.
Could you just spray waterproof spray on it? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I've never dressed in SCOBY before, so...
Maybe email her. Maybe it's a solution she hasn't thought of yet.
Yeah.
Just waterproof your SCOBY, guys.
That's all you have to do. God, I should be working in fashion. Okay, so what's better than food?
A drink to go with it.
No, I was going to say Beyonce. I actually prefer food over Beyonce, but I just didn't know how else to start this conversation. Beyonce, food, yeah.
Yeah, we love you, Bee, but do you beat a lasagna? A proper one, not a blue one.
Not a
Yeah, no.
lasagna. Yeah, so Beyonce, everyone loves her. Like, she can just do kind of no wrong.
Yeah, she kind of is.
she's the queen.
She's the queen.
That's why she's called Queen Bee.
Yeah.
Well, this was literally just yesterday, actually, that this news kind of came out. She went on Instagram and shared a photo. I think she might have been on like Twitter and all that as well. And it was for, I want to say, not Greenpeace, but it was a similar sort of organisation. And she shared this kind of the diet that she is following at the moment. And so she hasn't gone vegan completely, but she says she does like a meat-free Monday, I think. And then she says every, I think, breakfast meal is plant-based. So it's kind of like easing yourself into the vegan lifestyle.
Wow, okay. It surprised me when I thought that maybe she's full. I don't know why that surprised me. I was like, Beyonce full vegan? Really?
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Because there are plenty of ways you can get energy as a vegan and stuff, but you just assume someone like she'd have such an active lifestyle, and she's quite like she's solid, like she's got muscle on her. And yeah, I was like, wow, she must like be eating a lot of legumes.
Yeah, right? Without sounding offensive at all, but
of legumes and tofu.
But no, she's promoting this vegan lifestyle.
Yeah, so she's kind of promoting this lifestyle and trying to get people to just, I suppose, trial it, ease into it, and, make your small footprint on the world, saying it'll all add up. But it kind of blew up, this post, because she said she was encouraging other people to try it. And if they were going to, you could like register online, I think, with this sort of company that she was promoting. And you can get, I think they're only offering it to one person, but if you go vegan,
yes,
you can win free Beyonce and Jay-Z concert tickets for life.
For life?
For life.
That's huge.
It's huge.
She's saying, come join me for my meat-free Monday and I'll fly to my concerts.
Yeah.
Why?
And imagine, and they do all the like Coachella and all those cool like festivals and stuff as well.
It's a weird one. It's a weird one to jump on. It's a weird
it's a
message
strange
to
thing.
spread. It's not I don't know.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Bad,
Like it's
not at all.
And it's a good way of kind of saying, I get like reduce
your meat consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah, by all means. Meat-free Monday, I'm on board with that. I'm meat-free most
for you
days.
as well, like having some, not going too hard on the meat.
Legumes in your life. Wow, Beyonce.
I want that on a T-shirt, legumes in your life. Cute. Yeah. So I think there'll be a lot of people trying this, but I was
How
like...
does she prove that you are indeed not...
going vegan?
You're like, I haven't eaten meat today. And you're like, well, maybe you should rub the meat pie sauce off your T-shirt because you clearly have. How did she prove that?
I don't know how you would sort of prove it.
It's been a huge week for the vegan news, though. So
there's been heaps of others.
Yeah, well, the same day, yesterday, early this week, Streets launched a bunch of vegan ice creams.
Yeah.
So vegan versions of Magnums and Cornettos. They're all dairy-free. I think they're made from soy, I guess.
I was going to say, I don't know if I like that.
No, soy ice cream's pretty yummy.
Is it?
Because my old housemate used to eat it and pretend we're being healthy. When clearly...
This must be
I'm
better
pretty
for
sure
me.
there's still like sugar in there.
Just as much sugar and all the other crap that's in there, probably.
Yeah. And then it was the same, this a couple of weeks ago, the guys from Peter did the horrible dog display in Sydney, was it?
Yeah. Probably have to touch on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was in the lead up to Australia Day. That's what it was.
Oh,
it was about
true.
like, doing lamb on the spit. And so they put a fake
but it looks really real.
Dog on a spit.
And the sign said like you wouldn't eat a dog, why would you eat lamb or something along those lines. And it was horrible. And if you were walking past with your kittily-winks, it was just horrifying.
They're realistic looking. Yeah.
Oh, like the image is in my brain and I'm an adult woman. And it just made me think, I don't know, I think we were saying Peter maybe is going about the wrong way to get their message across.
And I thought that was a kind of clever, but I thought I think where they did it maybe too far. So, and I get like, I don't know, that's a hard one because you go, well, if we put it in the public, that's, it's meant to be confronting. The whole point is to upset people. I guess that's what kind of protesting is.
It works, so tick for them.
Yeah, it's to get like a bit of a revolt, but like technically, literally a revolt. But yeah, it was maybe just that little... Yeah, because it's hard to... I don't know. It's one of those things. You're like, well, it's hard to look at, but that's the point of it. I don't know.
I know. I just feel like they're really good at scare tactics.
But it was,
And I'm like, just go and focus on the job
on.
at hand and go and protect animals.
Yeah.
And leave the dog barbecuing stunts to, I don't know. online or something
Yeah.
where I can click, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, where there can be a disclaimer
Yeah,
or a little
or-
like warning confronting. Oh, I don't know.
Maybe
It's just a bit
Peter
much.
could, like, if someone's listening, take a feather out of Beyonce's fancy cap.
Yeah.
Just give something. I don't know what Peter has. It's Beyonce. Free tickets
Yeah.
to the Rainbow
To
Warrior.
the vegan festival when it hits Adelaide again this year, something like that. I don't know. No, we were talking about this just yesterday, where it grows in. We were kind of saying how, like, a lot of that energy and money, because I think Peter do a lot of
They
good
do
things
lots
as
of
well.
good, and the point is that they're protecting animals from all
Yeah.
these other terrible things, and they do
And we
lots
said,
of
like,
great work.
Yeah, but if you focus that time and money and those sorts of things and energy and stunts
And people might take you more seriously.
yeah, and focusing on like cruelty-free rather than let's just try roll out and make the entire world vegan all at once. Nice in theory, but realistically, I think we're a very long way.
Because right
off
now,
of that
realistically,
happening.
I think Beyonce is going to make more people turn meat free.
Yeah, just by giving away tickets.
Giving away
I want to
tickets.
go see Jay-Z.
Then
Oh,
that
and Beyonce. Yeah.
Barbecue dog. See?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stop thinking about the dog. Stop thinking about. Think about Beyonce concert tickets again. Go back there.
Think about blue lasagnas again, guys. Happy things, happy
Think about
thoughts. Yuck.
Scobi.
Oh, yuck. That's like all of our junk for today, isn't it? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. We've just left you with a lot of horrible
Did we
images.
have one pleasant thing that we spoke about?
Red fleshed apples.
Oh, well, they were pretty, but they looked.
Oh yeah, they
gross.
also had it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we brought nothing good to the table except Beyonce. So thanks, Queen Bee. You
So,
saved the
thanks,
day
Beyonce,
again.
once again.
Ciao.
Bye.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.